So what is up, adventurers, and welcome back over here to EPCOT, and welcome over to first look at Soarin Across America. Yes, the brand new Soarin Across America is making its debut on the 26th of May, but we were lucky enough today to get ourselves a preview. So we're gonna be checking that out. We're gonna check out what they may have updated, check out the queue, check out the new video with Crunk, or Patrick Wahlberg, as everyone else is aware of, and see how we like it, if we do like it or not. So make sure if you haven't done so, you are subscribed and leave a like, and welcome to Soarin' Over America at EPCOT. So Soarin' Across America is the brand new overlay that they are doing to replacing Soarin' Around the World in favor of this one for the 250th anniversary of the United States, since this is a big year for the United States, which is celebrating 250 years as a nation. So in response to that, EPCOT has redone this. Well, I think EPCOT and California are redoing it for Soarin' Across America. So I'm very excited to see how this turns out, because they just changed Soarin' Around the World to not include the bendy Eiffel Tower. So I'm interested to see where do they go, what places do we stop at, and what is it like, and there's much change outside of the screen in the show. Monorail. I still love the fact that the monorail goes through this park. Did you know that the monorail was actually designed to go through this park? Because when they were building EPCOT, they actually wanted it as a way of like a preview. And when EPCOT was going through its major facelift from Moana to the new neighborhoods and everything, it was actually a great place for them to showcase everything that was coming. So it's always kind of a cool little fact. Plus, it's the only park that the monorail goes through. So back in the day, when there were certain IPs that they put on the monorails, they couldn't, because like at the time Disney didn't own Marvel, they didn't own Tron, so those could not actually physically come through EPCOT because they could not be in the park per se. So it's kind of one of those cool little tidbits. They don't wrap the monorails anymore like they used to. The last time they wrapped it was for the 50th anniversary, but they haven't wrapped the monorails since, which I'm kind of wish they would rewrap them just to see what they would look like. All right, into the Land Pavilion, and now heading off to go do Soarin'. I do like the fact that they don't change the name underneath it. I like the fact that it's just Soarin', so that when they do something like this, it's not having to change the whole sign. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Wow. I like the little eagles going up into the Soarin' Across America. Or is there anything else they changed, or is it still the same? Oh, see, look, the Soarin' Challenge Across America. Ooh, these are kind of cool. Are these new for the queue? But what's cool is it also says tell you how, but it says Soarin' over California, or even a Guana.
Or Soarin' Around the World. It depends on which one it is.
Right, so that's kind of cool actually.
They're changing this when the queue opens to be National Geographic is doing it for Around America. It's going to be new questions for America.
Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. Oh, look, yeah, right there. It says in collaboration with... I like how you knew that before it actually said it. But really outside that, nothing really else has changed, but I am curious to see if they change the pre-show video with Patrick Wahlberg, aka Crunk. That's all I can ever think about is Crunk.
America.
Ooh, I love... Did they redo all the blue lights in here?
Oh yeah, it's very neon.
It is very bright, colorful in here. That is crazy.
Hello, and welcome to Soarin' Across America. My name is Patrick, Captain Patrick. I'd like to welcome you to this special semi-quincentennial flight. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first, there's a handsome young devil who'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please take a seat. Store all carry-on items in the under-seat compartment. This includes cell phones, bottles, hats, and of course, these little beauties. Next, fasten your seatbelts, inserting them into the buckle on your right. If smaller aviators don't measure up to the height indicator on the seat, just put the belt through the loop in the center strap before buckling. That's worth, pal. Soon you will be airborne. So if you or your little aviators have a fear of flying or of heights, you might want to wait for your party at the arrival gate. Okay, let's review. That is seatbelt, carry-on item, safety strap, fear of heights, keep your hands and arms inside at all times. Anything else? Yeah.
Have a nice flight.
Oh, oh, wow. Oh, is that Artemis 1? All right, so Soarin' Across America, I really liked it quite a lot. The way that that starts was so cool. I love the rocket launch of, I think it's like Artemis 1 or Artemis 2, probably more likely Artemis 1, but that was so cool and it was a great transition. I will say though, that Statue of Liberty though, that is 100% AI. Like I 100% believe that. But the rest of it was so freaking cool, from like the Alaska to, we're pretty sure the train going over the bridge was from Pennsylvania, but it was so clear and crisp that I was very, very pleased with how that looked. I really liked it. It was hard to decide what was like my favorite because I really love the Alaskan. Plus there was a little bit of Texas in there, but I love the Louisiana section as well. Overall, it is a very, very cool and very clear and good overlay for Soarin', I feel like. I think it's gonna be very well received, especially for the 250th anniversary of the United States. Plus I love the pre-show with older Patrick introducing younger Patrick to do all the announcements. So I definitely think if you're gonna be checking it out, you gotta let me know what section is your favorite of Soarin' Across America, because there's some really good sections in there. I will say, as much as I do love all the stuff they've done with the World of Celebration here in the middle, I'm really disappointed that like essentially the festival center that they were essentially going to create, that's supposed to be like this 2 to 3 story tall structure, only ended up being this. And like even then, the like little building that everything's in, Communicore Hall, just looks more like a dining space for college, like a college area, because I feel like that could have been so much more. But I am excited though, the fact that Soarin' is going to over America, everything will be open here at EPCOT, and especially with the festival going on. There's a lot happening at EPCOT right now. I always have to say that I love EPCOT at night. It is so peaceful. I love all the sound. I love all the stuff, and especially when the monorail goes by, because I love the underglow that they added to the monorail. It's so fun. Mostly just kind of like EPCOT. It's a very relaxing park, especially with the festivals going on, but when it's between festivals, it's kind of the best time because you can get on a ride you normally can't experience when it's super crazy like it is for the festivals. Also, I am very curious as I am finishing walking around EPCOT waiting for Kayla and Dom to finish up. With Test Track being at 3.0, what is everyone's favorite Test Track version? Are you a big fan of the OG, the classic test dummy? You're a test dummy at the testing facility? Do you like the weird Tron 2.0 version where you design your own car? Hated that thing, by the way. Or the brand new 3.0 with the new design and kind of more of a throwback to the World of Motion. So let me know. I'm really interested to know, because I do love the new one, but that OG is always going to slap just right. With all the new pin trading rules that have come down out at Disneyland, and this space becoming more and more and more like a pin trading area, like a pin trading show rather than just a trading space. Do you think that Disney World is going to be going down the same route as well in getting rid of, you cannot put pin pouches out on tables, on chairs, anything else to help combat this a little bit? Like most days it's fine, like right now it's not too bad, but there are some days, especially on Pin Tuesdays, it's awful. Plus one of the crazy rules is the fact that you cannot pin trade multiple pins for a single pin at Disneyland anymore. So this whole like pin trading multiple pins to get one pin, they don't allow it at Disneyland anymore. And you can only carry one small accessory or a small pin folio into the parks now. So let me know in the comments, what are your opinions about it? Because I think it's a huge change that could potentially happen and could be a big change for the pin trading community as a whole. And no matter what, as you leave out of EPCOT at night, this was the best addition that they added from the 50th anniversary, was adding the lights to the EPCOT ball, to Spaceship Earth, and then of course incorporating music over it. This has been probably the best thing they've done and added, and I love it so much. It gives so much depth, and it just takes on a whole different look, feel, and everything now here at EPCOT. Alrighty, so we are gonna go ahead and call it from our adventures over here to EPCOT and our adventures over checking out Soarin' Across America. And I have to tell you, I am very excited for everyone else to check that out. It is very cool. I love the design. I love how crispy it looks. It's a very good, relaxing experience, and it's just Soarin'. Soarin's always such a good ride. So it's gonna really be great to see that back, especially opening on May 26th with everything else that's happening here at the park. So if you guys enjoy the adventures and you want to see more, make sure you do hit that subscribe and check out all of our other adventures here from the Disney parks and many other places we have been. So if you haven't done so, do subscribe, watch those videos. And with all that being said though, as we do head out from a fun adventure out here at EPCOT, we'll see y'all on the next adventure.